So welcome to my home. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Dan Rockwell, and this is the first property that I've renovated. I plan on having this as a rental property, so just keep that in mind when I'm talking about the different options of laminate, tile, and vinyl. So in this video, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of each, tell you why I chose vinyl, and specifically, towards the end of the video, I'm going to talk about why I chose this Lifeproof vinyl. So this is from Home Depot, and the color is fresh oak, and I'll get into how I like this specific vinyl at the end of the video. But alright guys, I'm going to talk about tile first, because initially I was like, I'm going to do tile for sure. It was a no-brainer for me. I'm going to do tile, you know, it lasts a long time, it looks great. But there is, unfortunately, a lot of downfalls to doing tile. For one, it's going to be much more expensive to put in tile. Not only are you going to spend more in labor costs, but you're also going to spend more in material costs. So just keep that in mind. A good cost for tile is right around $3 a square foot for installation. And for vinyl or laminate, it's going to be right around $2 a square foot. So $1 a square foot, you might think that's not a lot of money, but you know, if you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 square foot area in which you're installing, that's an extra 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 if you choose tile. And that does not count the extra materials that you're gonna need to install tile. And for two, my uncle actually brought this to my attention. He's like, man, tile is just so cold and it's extremely hard. He's like, it's very uncomfortable on your feet. You know, when you're walking around the house, your feet are always going to be ice cold. Therefore, I really think that that is a downfall to tile, is just the way it feels. Another big con is grout lines. Guys, grout lines are so hard to clean and, you know, maintain and keep clean. You ever see some of the grout is one color and another grout's a different color just based on the dust around the house or something spilled over there and you haven't mopped it yet? Grout is really hard to clean. And another thing with grout is if you guys have pets, just keep this in mind. Lots of times, you know, your dogs or your cats will be running around and they'll actually hit their paws on the grout lines, which can cause them to bleed and just a big mess, and it's painful for your dog. So that's something to think about if you have pets, not to put in, you know, tile flooring. And if you guys do put in tile flooring and you have pets, make sure you get the rounded edges and not the, you know, the 90-degree sharp angles on your tile. They have two specific, I'm drawing a blank here with what it's called, but some of the tile is rounded edges, which is better for pets, and some of them are 90-degree angle, which is going to be, you know, even, you know, rough on your feet. If you slip or something, you could cut yourself. And the last con, which a lot of you don't even have to really think about this, but the minute you go to change your tile, it is so much harder to demo tile than it would be like a floating floor like vinyl. Vinyl, you can just, you know, piece it up. You can have this whole house ripped up in like 2 hours. But tile is going to be a much bigger job to demo when you go to change the floor in the future. So now you guys probably know why I didn't choose tile. So we have vinyl and laminate next. So why didn't I go with laminate? Well, it's pretty easy. Laminate isn't 100% waterproof like vinyl is. So you can't just install laminate in a bathroom or places where it's going to be wet frequently, which a lot of the laminate companies will market as it's, you know, very water resistant. You can put it in bathrooms and stuff, but no laminate is, to my knowledge, 100% waterproof like vinyl is. Vinyl, you do not have to worry about it. You can install it in any room in the house, and that is a huge plus for me. So now let's get into the specific vinyl that I chose. I chose Lifeproof by Home Depot. So it's not that I just fell in love with this brand and I was all about it. Basically what happened is I know a friend that works at a store that literally buys products from Home Depot, products that they have too much of, or maybe they got a bunch of returns on, and he sells them for like half off. So when he called me and he's like, hey, I got a bunch of this vinyl, do you want it? I was like, let me do some research on Lifeproof by Home Depot. So I went to Lowe's. I was like, what's your strongest vinyl that you guys have? And they showed me the strongest, and Lifeproof actually had a stronger or a bigger wear level. So basically it's harder to wear out this than any vinyl at Lowe's. So that basically sold me on it. And the color, which is fresh oak, wasn't initially the color that I was going for. I like the really modern looks, so I was going for more of like a neutral gray wood looking vinyl. But the benefit of this vinyl is it's timeless. This looks like hardwood floors. Whatever which way that, you know, styles go in the future as far as homes, this one will never go out of style. So I really like the fresh oak. But let's get a women's perspective on it. Hey babe. So we're actually just about to go on a date. I gotta shower up real quick. But babe, how do you like the vinyl luxury plank flooring that we have in the house?
I really like it. I've noticed it's slip resistant and it's really easy to clean. It also, if it's like dirty, you can't really tell it's dirty. Like the staining is minimal.
It's actually a good point. I never brought up, it kind of has this cool texture, so you're not going to be slipping around, you know, all the time, even if it's wet. It's got a slip resistant texture.
Yes, and the color like looks like a oak wood, so I get a lot of compliments on that as well.
Yeah, and it's a really busy color, so you're not going to see a lot of dust or dirt or anything like that. So it's easy to keep clean. You don't have to worry about grout lines, and it's just overall a good flooring.
Yeah, it's a great flooring, especially if you live in like Arizona or like desert areas. Just because it's like.
All right, now we're getting crazy.
Okay.
Now we're getting crazy.
Too much. Too much detail.
But guys, I really hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. There's gonna be a ton more of renovation videos coming. I do Jeep videos, videos on my dogs, and also, of course, fitness videos. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.